I used to get $740 a month for my 2 kids. And we not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here. This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me. They gotta help me feed my fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be quitters now. Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all wanna tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT, and I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working when the government is here to help? Come on, y'all send all that money to Iraq, Ukraine, y'all funding all these wars, but when it's time to help the Americans, y'all don't want to fucking help us? I need my fucking EBT, yo. I need my money, yo. I need my fucking EBT. Stop fucking playing with me, yo.
Listen up, we need to talk about EBT, food stamps, SNAP, benefits, whatever you call it. Millions of America rely on it. Kids, senior families working their butts off just to survive. But here is the problem. Politicians are playing games. People are abusing the system, and the ones who truly need help are paying the price. And yes, Democrats have helped create that chaos with government shutdowns. Let's break it down.
So some states are warning that food stamp benefits could get cut off on November 1st if the government stays shut down. And apparently there are a whole bunch of people who have no idea how to exist without mooching off the taxpayer, who are absolutely losing their minds and threatening to start looting stores if they can't get stuff for free.
Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for the shit. Trump, if you won't motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen.
Who ain't getting that damn food stamps in damn November? Cause I'm getting my damn shit. I will be at motherfucking Walmart with my steel toes on and my motherfucking helmet, and I dare a try to stop me from walking out that motherfucking store with my groceries.
And if you gotta take those groceries, go ahead and take them. If you gotta walk smooth out the door, just take them.
So can I just say that if you are an able-bodied person who has no excuse not to have a job and pay for your own stuff, and you're getting told that you can't mooch off of taxpayers, that brings me joy. Also, if your response to being told that you might have to pay for your own things is to just go start stealing cartloads of stuff from Walmart, you're in luck, because I hear they serve 3 square taxpayer-funded meals in prison.
EBT is supposed to put food on the table, but right now it's a mess. Some people abuse the system, selling cards, buying things they shouldn't, staying on aid far longer than needed, and while that's happening, political gridlock delays benefits. Families go hungry. That's not hypothetical. That's real life, and we need to call it out. The abuse, the mismanagement, and the politics that make it worse.
Donald Orange Man J. Trump, I'm gonna tell you just like this. What the mean?
I went from having $1,100 EBT every month, and that was just with 4 children, to 0. Now, how the am I gonna feed my children? Was the first thing that came to my mind. Then my inner voice was like, girl, you've been feeding these children with or without food stamps before you got food stamps, so you could still do it. Like,
a woman who had $1,100 in EBT, well, it goes down to 0.
I told y'all I was gonna take y'all to a food bank with me. When I tell y'all I just left a community event, I'm about to go to another one. I came home to take a break because, baby, it's hot out there. I told my children to Google some food banks that may be open or maybe open next week, so I could take y'all with me. When I tell you they Googled it and they was taking me there, they was GPSing me, tell me why I pulled up at the food bank and with no food bank. So y'all got to be careful with a GPS take y'all. Because I went to the food bank and it was nothing there but an abandoned building on the other side. But the dot where the pin where the food bank's supposed to be at, it looked like what Pennywise lived at. Wasn't a church, wasn't a building, wasn't a house. It was a tunnel. So if you're in Greenville, South Carolina, and you need help, make sure you tune in tonight. Baby, I got a buku list of stuff. The Miracle Hill give you furniture for your house if you don't have it. They give you food. They give you clothes vouchers. There's no way anyone should be hungry or without anything with all the resources that's out here.
And another woman's upset because come November 1st, if her card for EBT doesn't work, she's going to go steal. I just don't know why. I don't know. Get a job. But most importantly, before I'd ever steal anything, I would figure something out. I don't know why their first thing to do is to steal instead of, I don't know, find another way.
This isn't charity, it's survival, and survival doesn't wait for politicians to compromise. Democrats defend EBT because they see it as a lifeline. They say no one should starve. We need to feed families. And yes, that's true. The intention is right. But here is the problem. When Democrats refuse to compromise in Congress, it causes government shutdowns. That freezes benefits. It puts real families at risk. Kids go hungry. Seniors go without. And for what? Political leverage? That's not leadership, that's negligence.
Just woke up, I got an email from EBT. I used to get $740 a month for my 2 kids, and we're not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here. This is what Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me. They gotta help me feed my fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be quitters now. Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all wanna tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT, and I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working when the government is here to help? Come on. Y'all send all that money to Iraq, Ukraine, y'all funding all these wars. Fucking EBT, yo. I need my money, yo. I need my fucking EBT. Stop fucking playing with me, yo.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids. Trump done cut them food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have 2, don't go having another one. If you have 1, don't go having 2 more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio. It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching a video and you can't send me nothing, I'll block.
Republicans focus on rules, accountability, and work requirements. Why? Because abuse exists. People cheat the system. They sell benefits. They buy stuff they shouldn't. They stay on aid longer than necessary. That's not clever. That's theft. And it punishes the families who play by the rules. Republicans push stricter rules and oversight, not because they hate people, but because fairness matters, plain and simple. Cheaters aren't clever, they are criminals, stealing from kids who need food. Let's be blunt, abuse is unacceptable. The system only works if people follow the rules. Selling EBT cards, using benefits for prohibited items, staying on aid when you can work, that's stealing, and it's not a victimless crime. It hurts families, it hurts communities, and it gives politicians an excuse to tighten rules on everyone, even the people who truly need help. Abuse makes life harder for the people the program was designed to save, and that's on the abuser, not the system.
No, like on a serious note, like the real reason why they can't take my shit, cause how the fuck y'all gonna take the shit in November? That's when Thanksgiving and people eating food and preparing meals and shit and bringing potlucks and bring your own dish and bring your dish and fuck, like, what the fuck am I gonna eat? Some crackers? Some bread? What, all I'm gonna be able to get is some stuffing, some cornbread. I won't even be able to go get me a motherfucking ham. Like, y'all gonna what? Huh? Trump come again? Cause y'all lucky I don't know where y'all live and I work at that.
Here is the history you rarely hear. 1960s to 70s, SNAP start under Democrat to fight hunger and support farmers, bipartisan support. 1980s Reagan era cuts highlighted dependency concerns. 1996 Clinton signs welfare reform, time limits, work requirements, a bipartisan compromise. 2008 to 2020 expansions during economic crisis to save families fed. Fast forward, 2025 shutdowns, delayed benefits, families going hungry, and some people are still abusing the system. Democrats refuse to compromise. Republicans push for accountability, and the people who suffer, honest Americans, try to make ends meet.
Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to cut off SNAP benefits to people in America. So as of the end of next week, SNAP benefits are going to be frozen. They go away, and that affects millions and millions of people in America and certainly in Massachusetts. We're currently evaluating what we can do. Obviously, it's a time to give as much as you can to our food pantries who do a wonderful job. I'll be meeting with my anti-hunger strike force that I stood up a while ago to talk more with them about what we can do to feed families here. But it's unbelievable. The first time in American history that a president during a shutdown has cut off food to families. That's what's happening right now. It's a choice that Donald Trump is making. He can choose to reverse that. I strongly urge him to do so. Don't take food away from people. Don't take food off the table of Americans.
Two problems at once: politicians playing games and people exploiting the system. And both are making life harder for those who actually deserve help. Here is reality. SNAP can save lives, but only if the rules are followed and politicians stop playing games. Abuse is theft. Shutdowns are cruelty. Families shouldn't be pawns in political fights. And let's call it like it is. Democrats refusing to compromise in Congress are leaving people hungry. That's not policy. That's negligence.
Across America, people are now threatening to steal from grocery stores if they don't get what they want. Millions are warning that if EBT food stamp benefits don't reload in November, they'll take matters into their own hands. Some say, the taxpayers work for me. They need to feed my kids.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayers' responsibility to take care of my kids.
Others are openly threatening to loot Walmarts, break into homes, and steal cars if help doesn't arrive. But while some are demanding more aid, others are furious, saying their tax dollars are feeding people who refuse to work. They argue this system, meant for the disabled and the desperate, has turned into a lifetime free ride for those who simply won't get a job. The divide is growing wider. On one side, families working 2 jobs still can't afford food. On the other, Americans shouting, "Why should I work so someone else can sit at home?" The anger is boiling over, and while everyone's fighting, children are going hungry. Prices keep rising, jobs don't pay enough, and the system is collapsing under its own weight. This isn't just about food stamps. It's about a nation losing control, torn between survival and resentment. Who's right and who's to blame? Should taxpayers keep paying for a system many say rewards laziness, or has America already failed its working poor?
If you're one of the ones hoping that the government shuts down EBT, you are pathetic. People like myself need the money. We need the money to survive. Here comes along your little ignorant ass, hoping and praying the government shutdown affects people's EBT money. But I guess what? Even if it temporarily does, we will still get that money back. So don't get your panties in a bunch. We're still gonna get that money one way or the other. Because like I've said in my other videos, it's not my fault that I had 3 kids. It is not my fault. that I need help supporting those kids. So whether you think I am deserving of that money or not is irrelevant. It's not important. I deserve that money. And I will get that money, regardless of the shutdown. But anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I love you all. Why are you guys so freaking jealous of my EBT? You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to be jealous. You can get benefits yourself. Like, apply and you might get approved. If you don't, then stop working. That's all you have to do. Like, come on. Whew, but for real, don't be jealous. Don't be hating. Just because you guys think Trump is gonna, the EBT, he's not. He's not getting rid of the junk food. He's not getting rid of anything. He actually increased my EBT. So you tell me what's going on. It sure is.
Feeding families is not optional. It's a responsibility, and anyone standing in the way is failing big time. Democrats push expansion, fight for families, but shutdowns hurt real people. Republicans push accountability and fairness, and are right to do so. Abuse exists. It's theft. It's wrong, and it punishes honest Americans. SNAP works only when politicians act responsibly and recipients follow the rules. End of story. Survival shouldn't wait for political games. So, what's your take? Do we enforce rules, protect the system, and stop abuse, even if it ruffles feathers, or keep expanding benefits without accountability and risk ruining it for everyone? Comment below, hit like if you are sick of politics screwing with families' dinner. Subscribe for more no-nonsense breakdowns of the policies that affect real people. Because feeding families isn't a game, it's life or death. Thank you.